On the sixth day, Captain Alex Carter woke early, sensing the growing tension. The previous day's crisis had revealed that someone wanted humanities to fail, but Alex remained determined. His team gathered closely, knowing they needed to be prepared for anything. Suddenly, Ethan Clark noticed something unusual on their communication device, a faint signal indicating it was being monitored. Ethan frowned deeply, quickly disabling it. "Someone has been spying on us," he reported quietly. Alex nodded seriously. "Stay alert. We're becoming a threat, so our enemies are becoming bolder." Shortly afterward, Kellen's voice summoned all delegations once more. Today's challenge, he explained, was unlike previous ones. Delegations had to investigate and expose hidden plots against other participants. It was a test of diplomacy and investigative skill, crucial for intergalactic cooperation. Alex realized this challenge was their chance to expose whoever had been targeting them. Ethan immediately took charge, setting up security checks and investigations. Lisa Bennett started analyzing recent events closely, searching for patterns and clues. The humans quickly discovered signs of sabotage aimed at other delegations as, well, small accidents, missing supplies, and damaged equipment had been carefully orchestrated. It became clear someone powerful was deliberately causing chaos. "Kalen and the Xavian," Ethan said grimly, presenting strong evidence. "They're behind this." "But we need undeniable proof," Alex reminded them. "We must be careful." Jake Lawson proposed setting a trap. "If they're watching us, let's give them something to find." Alex agreed quickly. "Good idea, Jake. Let's move." The team openly discussed false plans, intentionally revealing details to lure their spies. Ethan closely monitored communications, quickly identifying the source of the leaks. It traced directly back to Kellen's personal quarters. "Now we have them," Lisa said confidently. "We just need a way to confront Kalen openly." Alex quickly approached Zarok, sharing their discoveries discreetly. The Voraxi leader listened carefully, eyes narrowed. "I have suspected treachery," Zarok growled deeply. "We will stand with you against Kalen." Zarok spread the information quietly to other trusted delegations. Soon, a united front formed, ready to confront the Xavian openly. Kalen called an assembly later that day, unaware the delegations had discovered the truth. He began praising cooperation and unity, but Alex stepped forward firmly, interrupting boldly. "Cooperation? Unity?" Alex's voice was strong and clear. "Yet you have secretly sabotaged us, Kalen." Kalen hesitated, startled. "These accusations are baseless." Ethan calmly presented clear evidence, the intercepted communications, sabotage patterns, and detailed records proving Kellen's guilt. Delegates listened carefully, their expressions hardening with anger and disappointment. Zarok stepped forward, his powerful voice rumbling with authority. The Voraxi confirmed this evidence. "Kalen, your actions betray every principle of this summit." Delegations from all species voiced agreement loudly, united in anger against Kellen's treachery. Kalen tried desperately to defend himself, but evidence mounted quickly. Cornered and defeated, Kalen finally admitted grudgingly, "Yes, we feared humanity's rise. Your strength and unity threatened our power." Alex spoke firmly yet calmly. "Our purpose here was never dominance but cooperation. Your fear blinded you." Delegations demanded justice, deciding unanimously that the Xavian lose their leadership role permanently. A council of species was formed to oversee future summits, promoting genuine unity and trust. That evening, delegates from many species visited the human quarters, expressing gratitude and respect. Zarok shook Alex's hand firmly, saying, "Humanity's courage and integrity have won you lasting friends." Alex smiled warmly, "And friendship is humanity's greatest strength." Lisa thoughtfully added, "Together, we've changed the future of interstellar relations." Jake laughed gently, "And it feels great to see justice prevail." Olivia quietly noted, "We prove unity is stronger than fear and deceit." Ethan, ever vigilant, reminded them softly, "Still, We must stay careful. The Xavian won't forget easily. Alex agreed soberly. True, but today, we've shown the galaxy humanity stands for something more powerful than fear, trust, and cooperation. Late into the night, the human team reflected on their remarkable journey. They had arrived underestimated, challenged constantly, yet their courage, adaptability, and compassion had changed everything. No longer outsiders, humanity stood proudly at the heart of a new, united alliance. Tomorrow would mark the end of the summit, but Alex knew their real journey had just begun. Together with their new allies, humanity would face the future confidently, standing firm on the principles of trust, unity, and strength. Captain Alex Carter and his team woke early on the 5th day of the Death World Summit. They felt a heavy sense of responsibility as they prepared for the day's unknown challenges. The previous successes had earned them friends, but had also made powerful enemies, notably the summit organizers. The Xavian Kellen's voice echoed through speakers, instructing everyone to gather immediately. This time, the delegates found themselves facing an enormous simulation chamber, its glass walls shimmering ominously. Kalen announced clearly, "Today's challenge simulates a catastrophic event. Survival depends on teamwork, resourcefulness, and rapid response." As soon as Kalen finished speaking, alarms blared loudly, and the chamber transformed dramatically. Fires erupted, artificial earthquakes shook the ground, and debris began to fall. Delegations scattered, panic rising among many groups. Alex remain calm, calling to his team, "Stay together. Protect each other." Quickly, Lisa Bennett activated her handheld scanner, analyzing their surroundings. "Structural instability everywhere," she warned urgently. "We must find safe zones immediately." Jake Lawson, using his engineering expertise, identified a secure location nearby. "Follow me," he shouted confidently, leading them carefully through. Falling rubble and smoke-filled paths. Nearby, cries for help echoed loudly. Alex saw Zarok's Varaxi warriors trapped beneath large debris. Without hesitation, Alex signaled his team to help. "We must get them free," Alex said firmly. Ethan Clark swiftly coordinated their efforts, using teamwork to lift heavy pieces. Olivia Price treated injured Varaxi warriors, her quick medical responses saving several from serious harm. Zarok watched, gratefully, clearly moved by humanity's willingness to risk their own safety to help others. Once safe, Zarok spoke earnestly to Alex. "Your courage and compassion are impressive. The Varaxi owe humanity a debt." Alex nodded respectfully. "No. Debt's between friends, Zarok." Moving forward, the team continued searching for others needing assistance. Lisa's scanner detected another delegation trapped by rapidly spreading flames. Jake quickly devised a plan to extinguish the fire, using available materials to create a makeshift barrier and divert the flames. Ethan directed everyone efficiently, his calm strength inspiring confidence. Olivia continued providing medical support tirelessly, ensuring everyone's well-being. The rescue delegation thanked them deeply, admiration evident in their eyes. News spread rapidly about humanity's heroic efforts, earning more respect and gratitude from other participants. However, the crisis was far from over. A sudden tremor sent massive cracks racing across the chamber floor, opening deep chasms. Alex acted swiftly, pulling Lisa away from a widening crack just in time. Hearts racing, they steadied themselves, realizing the simulation was becoming dangerously real. "Kalen is pushing this too far," Ethan growled angrily, eyes sharp. "This challenge isn't just testing, it's sabotage." Jake agreed grimly. "They want us to fail." Alex's jaw tightened with determination. "Then we showed them we won't." In the chaos, another delegation, smaller and weaker, struggled desperately to cross a collapsing bridge. The humans immediately responded, Ethan leading the charge, his bravery undeniable. Carefully, Jake and Alex secured ropes, ensuring safe passage for the frightened delegates. One delegate stared at Alex in disbelief, voice trembling. "Why risk yourselves for strangers?" "We're stronger together," Alex replied simply. Helping others is our nature. When the last delegate crossed safely, Alex felt relief but remained vigilant. The artificial disaster continued escalating, testing their endurance relentlessly. Lisa continued finding safe routes, Jake secured dangerous areas, Ethan protected the vulnerable, and Olivia healed tirelessly. Finally, after what felt like hours, alarms quieted and the simulation ceased abruptly. Exhausted yet triumphant, delegates slowly regrouped. Many looked to humanity with deep appreciation and respect. Kalen appeared, reluctantly acknowledging their performance. You have survived exceptionally, humans. You displayed great resourcefulness and bravery. Alex stepped forward firmly, his voice steady. We survive by working together with others. True strength comes from unity. Delegates around them nodded in agreement, voicing support openly. Kellen's displeasure was clear, but the admiration from others could not be denied. Back in their quarters, Alex gathered his team, pride evident in his eyes. Today, we showed our true values clearly: compassion, courage, and unity. Lisa smiled warmly. Our actions have spoken loudly. The galaxy now sees humanity differently. Jake nodded thoughtfully. We've turned adversaries into friends. That's our biggest victory. Olivia agreed softly, and it's only the beginning. We've shown everyone what humanity can truly offer. Ethan, cautious but confident, warned. Gently, still, we must remain careful. Our success threatens the powerful. Alex acknowledged the warning, agreed. But whatever challenges come next, we face them united, stronger than ever. That night, many delegates visited their quarters, openly offering friendship and alliances. Humanity's actions during the crisis had dramatically changed perceptions, gaining them strong support. As Alex reflected quietly, he knew their struggles were far from over. But today, humanity had clearly proven their worth, gaining respect. And allies? Tomorrow would bring new dangers, but together, humanity would stand firm, continuing to rise above every challenge. The fourth morning at the Death World Summit began quietly. Captain Alex Carter woke early, feeling the weight of responsibility. The team gathered around, eager and prepared, but also wary of growing threats. Ethan Clark carefully checked their equipment, ensuring nothing was tampered with overnight. Kalen summoned all delegations to a vast outdoor arena. Massive screens displayed images of extreme environments. Kalen announced clearly, today's challenge will push your physical limits and adaptability. Each delegation must survive harsh conditions designed specifically to test your species. The human delegation saw an environment they recognized: instantly frozen wastelands similar to Earth's Arctic regions. The arena transformed quickly, plunging temperatures sharply. Fierce winds blew, snow and ice quickly covering the ground. We prepared for this, Lisa Bennett said confidently, pulling out specialized gear. They quickly donned thermal suits and protective goggles. Olivia Price carefully monitored everyone's health as temperatures continued dropping rapidly. Stay close, Alex instructed. This test won't be easy. They moved carefully through the harsh landscape, wind cutting into their faces. Visibility was poor, and ice beneath their feet was slippery and dangerous. Jake Lawson frequently checked his equipment, ensuring they were headed in the right direction. Suddenly, a hidden crevasse opened beneath Ethan, nearly swallowing him. Jake reacted instantly, grabbing Ethan's arm tightly, holding on desperately. Alex quickly helped pull Ethan to safety, hearts pounding. Thanks, Ethan breathed deeply, shaking snow from his gear. I owe you one. We stick together, Jake replied firmly, smiling slightly. As they continued, Alex noticed another delegation, nearby, struggling badly. They were a delicate winged species clearly unsuited for the freezing temperatures. Without hesitation, Alex directed his team toward them. We have extra thermal blankets, Olivia said quickly, handing them out to the grateful group. Ethan set up a temporary shelter swiftly, providing relief from the brutal weather. Why do you help us? The group's leader asked curiously, eyes wide with surprise. Because it's the right thing to do, Alex responded simply. Ensuring everyone was protected, the rescue delegation watched closely, deeply moved by human generosity and teamwork. Moving forward, the storm intensified, visibility now almost zero. Jake discovered an underground cave, quickly signaling everyone inside for shelter. Inside, Lisa analyzed the surroundings, finding them stable and safe for temporary rest. "We'll wait here," Alex decided, "until conditions improve." While waiting, Lisa noticed strange markings on the cave walls. Carefully studying them, she realized they contained valuable information about the challenges ahead. "This cave isn't accidental," she noted. "It was part of the test to see if we would find it." Ethan agreed quietly. "They're watching our decisions closely." When the storm finally eased, the humans emerged from the cave stronger and rested. The final stretch of the challenge lay ahead, visible but still dangerous. Ice cliffs loomed, requiring careful climbing and teamwork. Led to climb, skillfully placing equipment, guiding each member safely. Lisa and Olivia followed carefully, using their strength and agility. Ethan maintained rear guard, alert for danger. Alex climbed last, ensuring everyone's safety. Suddenly, a section of ice broke loose under Olivia's feet. She screamed briefly. Hanging precariously, Alex immediately reached out, grabbing her hand firmly. "I've got you," he shouted, muscles straining. Slowly, he pulled Olivia safely onto stable ice. "Thanks," Olivia whispered shakily, catching her breath. Alex smiled reassuringly. "We're almost there. Stay strong." Finally, they reached the summit of the icy cliffs. A flare ignited automatically, signaling their successful completion of the challenge. Far below, Kaylin watched silently, clearly astonished at humanity's resilience and teamwork. Later, back in their quarters, the team rested quietly, reflecting on the day's events. Alex spoke thoughtfully. "Today we showed our physical strength and determination. But most importantly, we showed compassion and unity." Olivia nodded warmly. "Helping others only makes us stronger." Jake agreed, smiling gently. "That's humanity's true strength, our ability to care deeply." Lisa quietly added, "And adapt quickly. Every day here proves that." Ethan, cautious but proud, reminded everyone, "Yet we must stay watchful. Our success may make enemies even more determined." Alex acknowledged Ethan's warning. "Agreed. But our actions today have built trust with others. Allies are just as important as caution." That evening, several delegations visited their quarters to thank them personally. Their respect and gratitude were sincere and powerful. Humanity's reputation grew steadily, their actions speaking louder than any words. As night settled once again, Alex felt a quiet pride. They had faced each new challenge bravely, growing stronger together. Still, he knew difficult trials remained ahead, but humanity would face them head-on, united, proving their worth repeatedly. Tomorrow would bring new tests, new dangers, and perhaps betrayal. But tonight, humanity stood respected, strong, and ready. They were no longer underestimated, but admired and watched closely by allies and foes alike. The third morning of the Death World Summit dawned with tension filling the air. Captain Alex Carter and his team awoke early, fully aware that the day would hold new dangers. As they prepared, Alex noticed Ethan Clarke carefully inspecting their quarters, his face serious and alert. "Something wrong, Ethan?" Alex asked quietly. Ethan paused, eyes narrowed. "I think someone tried to break in last night. There are signs of tampering at the entrance." Alex frowned deeply. "Stay sharp, everyone. We need to be cautious." Shortly afterward, Kellen's voice announced over the communication system that the third challenge would test teamwork and quick decision-making. All delegations gathered in a massive, arena-like chamber. High walls surrounded them, making escape impossible. Alien delegations stood grouped, each tense and watchful. "Today's challenge," Kalen announced from a platform above, "requires cooperation between different species. You will be randomly paired and must work together to survive and solve complex problems. Names appeared on a huge screen, and Alex saw their partner Zarak and his Varaxi warriors. Zarak approached Alex's team cautiously, his massive form imposing. His deep voice rumbled. "It seems fate has forced us together, humans." "We welcome the chance to cooperate," Alex replied firmly. The challenge began immediately. The arena floor shook violently, and sections of the ground opened, revealing deep pits filled with dangerous creatures. Walls rose and shifted, creating a complex maze. "Stay close," Alex shouted, leading his team alongside Zarak's warriors. As they navigated through the chaos, Lisa noticed a Varaxi warrior stumbling toward a pit off balance. She quickly grabbed his arm, steadying him. The warrior stared, clearly surprised but nodded gratefully. Ahead, a massive barrier blocked their path. Jake quickly studied it. "It's rigged with explosives. We need to disable it." The Varaxi warriors looked unsure, but Zarak nodded to Alex, showing trust. "Your team has proven resourceful. We will follow your lead." Ethan and Jake carefully approached the barrier. Ethan's sharp eyes spotted tiny triggers, and Jake skillfully disabled them. One by one, the explosive charges were safely neutralized, allowing passage. Zarak observed thoughtfully, clearly impressed. "You humans combine intelligence with bravery. Perhaps I underestimated you." "We're stronger when we work together," Olivia added, softly, offering medical help to an injured Varaxi warrior. As they moved deeper into the maze, Alex heard desperate cries. Nearby, another delegation was trapped and surrounded by aggressive creatures. He immediately signaled to Zarak, who nodded firmly. Together, humans and Varaxi warriors rushed to help. They fought fiercely, protecting the vulnerable delegation. Ethan moved swiftly, his actions precise and protective. Zarak fought beside Alex, both leaders united by purpose and respect. After the battle, the rescue delegation thanked them deeply, their gratitude sincere. Word spread quickly through the maze of humanity's actions, improving their reputation significantly. The final obstacle loomed before them, a tall, slick wall. The Varaxi warriors attempted climbing it but struggled due to their weight and build. Alex quickly devised a strategy. Humans formed the ladder, using teamwork and flexibility. Zarak watched closely, amazed. "Use us as steps," Alex called out. The Varaxi warriors hesitated, but quickly understood. Carefully, they climbed up, respecting human determination and sacrifice. Zarak reached the top and extended his strong hand down, pulling Alex up last. They exchanged respectful nods, recognizing a strong bond formed through cooperation. Emerging victorious, humans and Varaxi stood united as other delegations watched in astonishment. Kalen appeared, clearly displeased but unable to hide admiration. "You have exceeded expectations once again," Kalen said, grudgingly respectful. "Your teamwork and quick thinking are remarkable." Later, back in their quarters, Zarak visited Alex's team personally. "You have earned our respect and friendship today," Zarak stated formally. "The Varaxi will stand with humanity from now on." Alex offered his hand, which Zarak grasped firmly. "We feel the same way, Zarak. Together, our strength is far greater." Once Zarak left, Alex gathered his team. "Today we achieved more than winning a challenge. We built trust and alliances." Lisa nodded enthusiastically. "The more we show our values, the stronger our position becomes." Olivia smiled warmly. "Kindness and courage speak louder than words." Jake laughed gently. "Well, our actions today certainly shouted." Ethan, ever vigilant, added quietly, "But remember, we still have enemies. We must remain careful." Alex agreed solemnly. "True, but today humanity took an important step forward. Tomorrow we will face whatever comes next stronger than ever." As night fell, the team rested, aware their success today had changed perceptions deeply. The challenges ahead would grow tougher, yet they faced them confidently, knowing they had begun forging vital bonds. Humanity's journey at the Death World. Summit was far from over, but they had already achieved much more than they had imagined possible. The next morning, Captain Alex Carter and his team woke early, ready for the second challenge. A message from Kalen instructed all participants to gather at the Central Hall for further instructions. Alex felt a mix of anticipation and tension. Yesterday's success was encouraging, but he knew their path would only become harder. In the Grand Hall, delegations from different planets waited quietly. Alex noticed the Varaxi leader, Zarok, glancing at them with a mix of curiosity and suspicion. Zarok's towering, muscular form and sharp eyes made him look powerful and intimidating. Beside Zarok stood smaller species, their anxious eyes darting around the room nervously. Kalen appeared at the center stage and raised a hand for silence. Today's challenge will test your resourcefulness and intelligence. You will be placed in a complex maze filled with obstacles from various death worlds. To succeed, you must reach the center of the maze before time runs out. The doors open, revealing the entrance to the massive maze. Each group was directed towards separate entrances. Alex gathered his team quickly. Stick together, stay alert, and trust each other, he said firmly. Entering the maze, they immediately faced dense vegetation, reminiscent of Earth's jungles, but much thicker. Lisa stepped forward, scanning carefully. This plant life is extremely aggressive. Stay close. Jake used a handheld device to detect weak points in the vegetation, guiding the team carefully through. Suddenly, a large vine shot toward them. Ethan swiftly cut it down with a precise strike. Olivia quickly treated minor scratches caused by the plants, keeping everyone in top condition. Soon, they emerged from the dense jungle section into a corridor filled with sudden bursts of flame. The heat was intense, and timing was crucial. Jake studied the pattern of fire carefully. Wait for my signal, he said calmly. At Jake's command, they moved swiftly, narrowly avoiding each burst of flame. Reaching safety, Lisa smiled at Jake. Nice work. Moving deeper into the maze, the environment changed again. Now, they faced freezing temperatures and slippery ice paths. Alex took the lead, using ropes and equipment to safely guide everyone forward. Each step was slow and dangerous. Olivia kept everyone's energy up, monitoring their body heat and health closely. Halfway through, Ethan suddenly stopped, listening carefully. Something's following us, he whispered sharply. Alex looked around quickly. Be ready. From the shadows, a group of insectoid Clendarians appeared, their eyes cautious but curious. Their leader stepped forward cautiously. We mean no harm. Can we move together? Alex hesitated, then nodded. Stay close. The Clendarians joined their group, grateful for human assistance. Finally, they reached a complicated puzzle blocking their way. Symbols from various alien languages covered a large stone panel. Lisa immediately began studying it, working swiftly to decode the symbols. Everyone else watched her carefully, understanding the urgency. Moments later, Lisa smiled confidently. I've got it. She pressed a series of symbols in sequence, and the stone panel moved aside, revealing the maze center just beyond. As they stepped through, Alex noticed other groups arriving, some injured or struggling. Zarok's Varaxi group arrived shortly. After looking exhausted but determined, Zarok gave a slight nod of respect to Alex and his team, recognizing their ability. Kalen appeared again, visibly impressed but clearly hiding displeasure. Once again, humans have shown unexpected strength. Rest well tonight. Tomorrow's challenge will be even greater. That evening, the human team returned to their quarters. Ethan expressed concern. We're attracting attention. Not all of it good. Alex nodded seriously. We knew this would happen. Stay alert, trust each other, and we'll make it through. Jake added confidently. Besides, showing our strength can also gain us allies. Not everyone here wants to see us fail. Lisa agreed. Exactly. We've made friends already. The Clendarians appreciate us, and others might too. Olivia smiled softly, encouraging everyone. "We faced tough situations before. As long as we stay united, we'll overcome whatever comes." The team settled in, preparing mentally and physically for the next day's challenge. They knew each victory made their position stronger, but also increased the danger. Still, humanity had arrived at this summit determined to prove their worth, and they will continue to do so, no matter the obstacles. That night, under the stars of an alien sky, Alex knew their journey had just begun. Their courage and determination had started changing perceptions, creating both allies and enemies. Yet, whatever tomorrow brought, they would face it together, proving humanity's true strength once more. Captain Alex Carter stared at the glowing screen in disbelief. It was an invitation unlike any humanity had ever received before. Lisa Bennett, the brilliant scientist standing beside him, reread the message aloud to confirm what they were both thinking. "You have been invited to the Death World Summit," Lisa said softly, her voice shaking slightly. "A gathering of species from planets considered extremely dangerous." Alex nodded, feeling excitement and nervousness mixed within him. Earth was classified as a death world because of its harsh climate, aggressive wildlife, and fierce natural disasters. Still, humans had never imagined joining an interstellar event of this nature. Quickly, a team was assembled. Engineer Jake Lawson, medic Olivia Price, and security expert Ethan Clark joined Alex and Lisa. Each brought unique skills vital for the unknown challenges ahead. The team spent weeks preparing, learning everything possible about the species. They would meet. Finally, the day arrived. Their ship, the Aurora, landed smoothly on a strange world covered in dense jungles and massive mountains. Creatures they had never seen before moved through the trees, making eerie sounds. Stepping off their ship, Alex led his team toward a large, silver building shining in the sunlight. Inside, they found themselves surrounded by beings of incredible diversity. Tall reptilian creatures, muscular and imposing, stared at them with cold eyes. Insect-like species with delicate wings buzzed quietly, whispering among themselves. Each species watched the humans with a mixture of curiosity and doubt. A tall, slender alien approached them, its purple skin glittering under the room's bright lights. "Greetings, humans. I am Kalen of the Xavian, organizers of this summit," it said smoothly. Its voice sounded polite, but carried an underlying arrogance. Alex stepped forward, maintaining confidence. "Thank you for inviting us. We look forward to participating." Kellen's eyes narrowed slightly. "Your species is young and untested. Few believe you can handle our rigorous challenges." Lisa smiled gently but firmly. "Humans have faced harsh environments and difficult trials throughout our history. We welcome the chance to prove ourselves." Kalen hesitated briefly, then nodded. "Very well. The first challenge begins soon. Prepare yourselves." As the Xavian walked away, Jake whispered, "Seems like they aren't exactly expecting much from us." Alex grinned slightly. "Then let's surprise them." The first challenge tested basic survival skills. All delegations gathered in a massive arena simulating dangerous conditions from various worlds. The goal was simple: survive as long as possible. The challenge began. Alex quickly assessed their surroundings. A blistering desert surrounded them, its heat almost unbearable. Around them, other species immediately began reacting. Some burrowed underground, others built temporary shelters. Jake quickly dug into his gear, pulling out reflective sheets they had prepared. The team swiftly constructed simple yet effective shelters that reflected the sun's deadly rays. Olivia passed around water capsules designed to prevent dehydration. Lisa analyzed the ground, finding a way to trap moisture beneath the surface. Creating a secondary water source. Ethan, always alert, watched the other species closely, noting who struggled and who thrived. Hours passed, and some groups began falling out, unable to cope with the extreme heat. Eventually, the temperature dropped sharply, transforming the environment into freezing darkness. Again, The humans adapted quickly, changing their shelters to trap heat efficiently. Olivia ensured everyone stayed healthy, monitoring their vital signs. By the end of the first challenge, humans stood strong, alongside only a handful of the most powerful species. Kalen approached once again, this time with visible surprise. "You did well, humans," Kalen admitted reluctantly. "Few expected such success." "We're just getting started," Alex replied confidently. That night, back in their quarters, the team celebrated their initial success quietly. Yet Alex knew their performance had drawn attention, possibly envy or resentment. He warned his crew to remain alert and prepared. Unbeknownst to them, eyes were indeed watching closely, plotting how to ensure humans did not upset the balance further. But humans, used to adversity and danger, were ready to face whatever challenges came next. Their resolve had been tested, and they had not faltered. Alex lay awake that night, staring at the ceiling, thoughts racing through his mind. Humanity had long wondered if it was alone in its struggles. Now, among the stars, they were beginning to realize their strength lay not just in survival, but in their ability to adapt, unite, and overcome. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, greater dangers, and perhaps treachery from those unwilling to see humanity succeed. But Alex and his team had shown they belonged. They had taken their first step onto a much larger stage, determined to prove humanity's worth among the galaxy's fiercest species.